Friends, let's really think about what we've accomplished with our dog Tank in the past 3.5 months with your own dog. If you've been following, then your dog should be there, probably be a week, maybe 2 weeks ahead or behind where we're at right now. As long as you stayed steady in your training, but don't try to rush your dog. You know, it's not a speed test whatsoever on how quick you can train your dog. We're still using one of the tools that we use for force fetch. Tank knows that. I've taken everything down now. We're no longer on needing to stay on the lead. He understands what fetch. Fetch. Well, he's gonna make a liar out of me, but I promise you he does. Fetch. Good. Hold. He understands what it is. I don't have a problem with hold anymore. It's not gonna fall out of his mouth. Here. Fetch. Good. Hold. Sit. He's gonna hold the bumper. He likes his work. His tail's wagging. I mean, you know, he's showing you everything that, hey, let's do some more. I'm not worried about him jumping the bumper most of the time. Like I said, a dog will make a liar out of you. Now it's time for the next step. We're gonna get him off the table. And I want you to think about exactly everything that we've learned so far. We've learned sit, stay, here, heel. We've learned all of those. That was my fault. We've learned all of those on the lead. We've learned them on the whistle. We've learned to sit and to hear on the whistle commands. We've learned place. We've learned even some casting to the place. Now we're going to start kind of bringing all those things together. But I'm going to show you how quickly your dog has really progressed now. If you've done everything like I have, your dog should be able to do this pretty easy. You know, and if he doesn't, if he fails anywhere, you need to always back up and let's work more on the hold. Let's work more on the fetch, you know, the ear pinch, the collar, and that sort of thing. But the thing about it is, don't try to rush your dog, and keep things simplify, and repetition. That's how you train a dog. Let's get him off. Tank, here. Yep. Now, as you can see, I don't have any problems with him dropping the bumper. Now, this is a major step. If he should drop the bumper right now, I'm going to probably first ear pinch him. I'm gonna ear pinch him and tell him fetch, get the bumper back in his mouth. But as you can see, we don't have any problem. If he should drop it, or just like that, I'm gonna say fetch, no, fetch, hold, sit. Now, I really didn't expect him to drop it. He won't drop it again, maybe. You never know. Dogs will make a liar out of you. Now, the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna walk around here. Here, heel, heel, good. Sit. We're gonna make our dog sit. We're gonna make him, you know, and check him out. See how he's doing. Heel. Here. No, here. Here. Good. Sit. Good dog. No. Look. Look over here. Good. Give it. Sit. Sit. Now, as you can tell, he's really thinking about what he's doing. We're walking. He's having to concentrate. Now, this is brand new. It's the first time he's done this. He's got his head down. He's not sure about what's going on. But the more and more you do this, the more, you know, his head's going to come up. His steps are going to get quicker. He's concentrating on where I'm at. He doesn't want to get nicked for getting too far away from me. He don't want to get nicked for dropping this. You know, there's a lot going on in his mind. But keep it simple. Keep your voice monotone. And just, you know, if he should drop it, give a little ear pinch. Make sure he gets it picked back up in his mouth. Then you can maybe very low stimulation. Very low. You know, you can nick him. Help him get in his mouth, and anytime that bumper hits the ground, that's what you want to do. Now, as I was saying earlier, we've learned a lot of things. I can see my dog moving. We've learned a lot of things since we started this. We've learned to sit, stay, hear, heel. We've whistled, we've collared, conditioned, and we've learned place. Not only that is we've been throwing marks from that place. He's been getting a lot of singles in different places, learning how to mark in different types of geographical layouts of the land. He's also learning to water. You know, we've done the same thing on water. So all this training has taken place in the last 3.5 months. Now, if you've done everything correctly, especially with the place and the right back and left back as we have, your dog should, and he may make a liar out of me, but I kind of expect him to be able to do that with his bumper in his mouth, no problem. Here. Good dog. Fetch. Fetch. No, here. Fetch. Good. He got a little nick there. Good. Sit. Good dog. Get it. I'm going to do this again because I want him to do it right. No, here. Fetch. Good dog. All right. Here. Here, 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 here. Heel. Sit. Good. Place. Place. Good. Sit. Now friends, you can't ask for any better than that. He done an amazing job. He went right there. He's still holding a bumper. And this is what this is what I call the reverse tee. I'm gonna be able to teach Tank later on. I'll see somewhere that's got a lot of trash or something like that in a pond with a lot of marsh, and I'll pick a point out there, and it'll have a lot of crazy water entry and stuff, and I can't put a bumper out there. Well, I can put a bumper in his mouth from my side and say dead bird back. Run to that point, give him a nick for getting in the water too quick or too loose, and a lot of obstacles out there I can give him some light nicks on. When he hits that point, I'll say good dog and all that kind of stuff, bring him back to me. And then the next time I cast him, he's going to do that line a lot straighter without me. And what that does is help him. He's already got the reward in his mouth, the bumper in his mouth. And dogs love this drill once they figure out what they're doing. I've not had a dog not ever learn or not love the reverse tee. Here. Good dog. Good dog. Here. Heel. Sit. Good. Get it? Sit. Fetch. Fetch. Here. Here. Good. Here, 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 here. 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 Sit. Good. Hold. Good. Place. Sit. Place. Good dog. Good dog. Here, 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 here. Come on. Here. Here, here. No, no, no. Fetch, 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 fetch. Good. Here, 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 here. Good. Good. Sit. Good dog. All right. Good dog. Good. Get it. Sit. 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 Good. As you saw, he dropped the bumper, and what I did was I started giving him a nick until he had it back in his mouth. Very, very light nick, and I just said the word fetch. I helped him through it, and that's going to keep it in his mouth. Now, I don't want you to work on this. I was just showing you everything that you've really taught your dog in the last 3 months. That's a lot. It's going to make, when we're going to fix it and start the tee drill here in the next 3 or 4 series, or probably by vid 16, 17, and there he goes again. And what that's going to do, you're going to see such an easier transition to the left backs, right backs to your pal. But right now, I want to walk around the yard. I want him really get used to that in his mouth. I want to get him get used to being out there with it a little bit. And then next time, we're going to put a bumper line out, and I'm going to say fetch, 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 and what I call the walking fetch. As we walk by one, we may pick up one this time. We may not pick up this second one. We may pick up the fourth one. And we're going to do that. And what that's going to do is really, I'm going to give him some stimulation through the collar every time I say it. So it's going to drive him to pick up that next one, pick up that next one. And next thing you know, I'm going to make a line to my pal that way. And then we're going to start our driving to a pal and forcing to a pal. Y'all keep this up, and I'll see you here in the next few days.